Breaking news. You won't believe what just came out. Fans are in absolute shock across Twitter, and the internet is on fire with this latest revelation. Joe Rogan, yes, the Joe Rogan, has reportedly dropped some explosive comments that have sent the celebrity world into a tailspin. The story centers around Charlie Kirk's widow, and let me tell you, the receipts that are surfacing are nothing short of jaw-dropping. People are calling it the messiest scandal of the year, and once you hear the details, you're going to understand why, according to sources close to the family. Tensions have been simmering behind the scenes for months, and it seems like the perfect storm finally erupted. Leaked DMs and alleged screenshots are circulating online, hinting at behavior that has fans completely baffled. Some are even saying the family is divided, and you can practically feel the drama spilling into every corner of social media. There are Twitter threads blowing up with hashtags like #CharlieKirkWidowDrama and #JoeRoganExposes. And YouTube comments are filled with disbelief, anger, and curiosity all at the same time. But here's where it gets really wild. Insiders claim that what Joe Rogan revealed is only the tip of the iceberg. There are twists and turns in this story that not even the most seasoned reality TV watchers could predict. And the craziest part, every time one lie is exposed, another, even bigger twist appears, leaving fans scrambling to piece it all together. So buckle up, because in the next few minutes, we're diving deep into a story full of secrets, betrayals, and shocking revelations. Trust me, you don't want to miss a single moment, because what comes next might just leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about this family drama. You won't believe what happened next. After Joe Rogan's explosive statements started circulating, the internet went absolutely haywire. Fans were shocked across Twitter, flooding the platform with screenshots and alleged receipts, all claiming that Charlie Kirk's widow had been involved in a series of jaw-dropping incidents behind the scenes. It all started when a fan account shared what they called leaked DMs from someone close to the family. And once that post hit, there was no stopping the wildfire. People were tagging Rogan, Kirk, and the widow in every thread, debating what was true and what might just be rumor. One viral screenshot supposedly showed a heated exchange between the widow and a longtime family friend. In it, she allegedly said things that, if true, would completely flip the story fans thought they knew. The messages were aggressive, manipulative, and downright shocking. Twitter immediately erupted. Some fans were calling it the most savage text thread ever seen, while others were accusing the widow of trying to completely control the narrative after Charlie Kirk's death. But it didn't stop there. Another screenshot surfaced, this time from an alleged private conversation on Instagram. A fan account that claims to have connections close to the family posted the image, showing what appeared to be the widow threatening to cut off anyone who spoke to the press. The comments underneath were insane. One user wrote, "This is insane. I can't believe she's doing this while people are grieving." Another said, "Joe Rogan was right to call her out. This is exactly the kind of behavior that divides a family." And it was true. Multiple insiders reported that the family was left divided. Brothers, cousins, even longtime friends were supposedly being pushed away or silenced. Fans were outraged, and the hashtags were trending non-stop. #CharlieKirkWidowDrama was climbing fast, along with #JoeRoganExposes and #receipts were leaked. The sheer speed with which this story spread made it feel like a reality TV show in real life. Then came the bombshell that left social media in flames. A YouTube channel dedicated to celebrity investigations uploaded a short clip claiming they had uncovered a video of the widow in a confrontation with one of Charlie's closest advisors. According to the video, she allegedly yelled about people spreading lies while waving a phone in the air, presumably recording evidence of what she considered betrayal. Fans immediately began dissecting every second of the clip, pausing and replaying to catch hidden details. Was she referencing certain family members? Was Joe Rogan's name mentioned? Nobody knew for sure, but the speculation alone sent comment sections into chaos. People were tagging journalists, other celebrities, and each other, demanding answers. The twist left everyone wondering if the widow had been orchestrating this drama for months, manipulating situations to her advantage, or if she was genuinely reacting to what she saw as attacks on her character. Meanwhile, Joe Rogan's own podcast clips were being clipped and shared on TikTok. One segment in particular, where he allegedly made a damning comment about the widow, went viral almost instantly. View counts skyrocketed into the millions, and every time a clip was shared, the story gained another layer of intensity. Fans were posting side-by-side comparisons of old interviews, pointing out subtle behaviors, and connecting dots that some said proved a pattern. The combination of Rogan's authority as a public figure and the supposed leaks created a perfect storm. Social media was alive with heated debates, some defending the widow, others accusing her of being the worst person in this saga, and almost everyone demanding receipts. The kind that couldn't be faked. But just when people thought they had the story figured out, another twist emerged. Allegedly, a source close to the widow posted a message on a now-deleted Instagram story, claiming that everything you're seeing online is being twisted for views. Fans went wild trying to capture screenshots. But the story vanished almost immediately. Some fans accused her of trying to hide the truth, while others argued that she might have been telling the truth and that Joe Rogan's comments had been blown out of proportion. The conflicting narratives only added fuel to the fire. Forums dedicated to analyzing every celebrity scandal were suddenly flooded with threads dissecting motives, timelines, and potential hidden agendas. Every post, comment, and DM screenshot became evidence in a sprawling digital investigation, with fans acting as amateur detectives trying to make sense of the chaos. And then came the alleged fan testimonials. According to multiple accounts, people who claimed to have met the widow in person described encounters that painted an even darker picture. One supposed fan wrote, "I went to a private event, and she completely ignored the staff and treated people like we didn't exist. It was shocking." Another posted, "She asked me why I was even talking to Charlie's friends. It felt really controlling." Of course, as with any viral scandal, there were those who disputed these claims. But the sheer volume of alleged testimonies created the sense that something truly messy was unfolding behind the scenes. The internet thrives on drama like this. And this story had everything: secrecy, betrayal, and the allure of a powerful figure allegedly behaving badly. Amid all the chaos, heated dialogues between fans erupted in comment sections, creating a mix of analysis, outrage, and pure entertainment. One fan debate blew up on Twitter. "If Joe Rogan is right, this changes everything about how the public sees her. No way, you're falling for fake drama. Do you even see the receipts? They could be photoshopped." This back and forth carried on for hours, with thousands of people chiming in. Every time someone shared a screenshot, a new thread would start, dissecting every word, every emoji, every timestamp, as if the truth could be found in the pixels themselves. The digital landscape became a stage, with fans performing their outrage and fascination for millions to watch. And just when it seemed like the story had reached a peak, another bombshell dropped. A Twitter user claimed to have obtained what they described as hidden footage of a private phone call between the widow and a well-known political influencer. According to the post, the call allegedly contained aggressive remarks, threats to cut off support from friends and family, and instructions on controlling the narrative in public spaces. The post immediately went viral, racking up tens of thousands of likes and retweets within hours. Screenshots circulated in Telegram groups, Discord channels, and every corner of fandom Twitter. The level of detail was staggering, and fans could not get enough. By this point, It was clear that this scandal was more than just a rumor. It had evolved into a full-blown, serialized drama. Every revelation prompted speculation about the next twist. Social media influencers began weighing in. Posting reaction videos and TikToks breaking down the alleged evidence frame by frame. Fans were coordinating timelines, cross-referencing deepens, and creating elaborate theories about motives, alliances, and betrayals. Every new post promised a revelation even bigger than the last, and the algorithm loved it. Engagement skyrocketed, trending tags dominated multiple platforms, and it seemed as though nobody could stop talking about Kirk's widow. And just when you thought it might settle down, reports started emerging about the widow allegedly contacting journalists to set the record straight. Some insiders claimed she sent strongly worded messages to multiple outlets, threatening to expose people who were spreading misinformation. This, of course, only made the story more combustible. Fans were quick to interpret her actions as proof of guilt, while others suggested she was trying to defend herself from a media frenzy gone out of control. The ambiguity kept viewers glued to the narrative, constantly refreshing feeds and hunting for the next screenshot, DM, or leaked video. But wait until you hear what happened next. Allegedly, a new source came forward, claiming they had physical evidence that contradicted both the widow's and Joe Rogan's narratives. The tip promised to reveal secrets that nobody online had guessed yet, and speculation instantly went into overdrive. Fans were holding their breath. Reddit threads exploded. Comment sections flooded with predictions, warnings, and theories. The twist, some claimed, could change everything about how this scandal was being perceived. This was only of the storm. Every lie exposed, every receipt leaked, only seemed to multiply the chaos. Social media was now a battlefield, with each new allegation more shocking than the last, leaving fans and casual observers alike desperate to find the truth amidst a flood of rumors, screenshots, and inside sources. And the craziest part? None of it seemed to be slowing down. The next revelation was always just around the corner, promising a drama-packed continuation that fans knew they could not miss, just when everyone thought the drama couldn't get any messier. Of this scandalous saga hit the internet like a bombshell. Overnight, more screenshots, alleged deepens, and so-called inside sources surfaced, each one more shocking than the last. Fans were glued to their screens, dissecting every word, every emoji, every supposed timestamp, as if their lives depended on knowing the truth. And the best part? Each revelation seemed to contradict the last, making the story feel like a twisted reality TV plotline that no one could predict. The latest twist started with a Twitter thread that went viral within minutes. An account claiming to have long-time connections to Kirk's circle posted several alleged demis between the widow and one of Charlie's closest friends. According to the screenshots, she was supposedly trying to manipulate who could attend memorial events, and allegedly even made comments about controlling public narratives on social media. Fans were quick to screenshot, repost, and speculate. One viral tweet read, "If these are real, she's been running a full PR operation in private while the family grieves. Unbelievable." Another wrote, "Joe Rogan was right to call her out. This isn't just messy, it's malicious." Comment sections erupted with heated debates, many defending the widow. But the majority seemed convinced that something dark was happening behind closed doors. And then came the alleged receipt that truly left fans speechless. A supposed video surfaced, blurry, grainy, but enough to ignite a frenzy. In the clip, a woman, allegedly the widow, can be heard arguing with a family associate over text messages, while demanding that certain private conversations never leave this room. Fans began pausing the video frame by frame, sharing GIFs, and theorizing about who might be on the other end. One YouTube commentator claimed, "This is textbook manipulation. She's controlling everyone's narrative and isolating the family from the truth. The video spread like wildfire across TikTok, Instagram, and Reddit, with hashtags like #Widowgate, #Joe Rogan exposes, and #Charlie Kirk scandal trending almost immediately. Meanwhile, the digital battlefield only intensified. Alleged insider emails began circulating in fan groups, supposedly showing attempts by the widow to influence Charlie Kirk's former advisors. Some messages were described as polite on the surface, but fans pointed out subtle threats hidden in the wording. A classic example of behind-the-scenes drama that reality TV thrives on. One alleged line read, "We need to make sure everyone knows the right version of events. I'm counting on you to keep this private." Of course, skeptics quickly pointed out that these could be photoshopped, but that didn't stop the frenzy. Social media thrived on ambiguity, and the more heated the speculation, the more views, likes, and shares every post received. Then, just when fans thought they had seen it all, a bombshell came from an unexpected corner: YouTube comment sections. A user claiming to have attended a private event posted a long, detailed comment describing a tense interaction with the widow. According to the post, she allegedly confronted guests, questioned their loyalty, and made cryptic statements about who really loved Charlie. Other users immediately began cross-referencing the comment with alleged DMs and screenshots, trying to piece together a coherent narrative. Of course, some called the account fake, but the story had enough drama that fans were willing to believe almost anything. The comment quickly went viral, with hundreds of replies dissecting every sentence, turning the discussion into a full-blown investigation. The twists didn't stop there. An alleged insider claimed that the widow had been in touch with a prominent influencer, asking them to post selective messages to shape public perception. The influencer's account supposedly went private shortly after, fueling more speculation. Fans flooded Twitter and Reddit with theories, suggesting everything from media manipulation to outright deception. Hashtags like #control the narrative and #widow drama exploded as users tried to track every move, screenshot every story, and reconstruct timelines. It became clear that this scandal had evolved into a fully serialized drama, where every day brought a new episode, and no one could keep up with all the revelations. Meanwhile, Joe Rogan's podcast clips were still making waves. Several short clips of him allegedly commenting on the widow went viral on TikTok and YouTube Shorts, reaching millions of views in just hours. Fans dissected his tone, word choice, and pauses, claiming to detect hidden implications about her behavior. The combination of Rogan's influence and the alleged leaked evidence created an unstoppable storm. Social media users debated endlessly. Some argued he was exposing real wrongdoing, while others accused him of fueling rumors for clicks. Either way, the story kept gaining traction, and the algorithm rewarded it with massive engagement. But wait, it gets even messier. Another alleged leak surfaced, this time in the form of a private group chat supposedly involving close family members. Screenshots shared online hinted at intense arguments about access to Charlie Kirk's estate, social appearances, and even media interviews. According to the messages, tensions were so high that certain family members allegedly refused to speak to the widow altogether. Fans immediately latched onto phrases like cutting ties, controlling the narrative, and keeping people out, spinning them into dramatic storylines. Twitter threads exploded with speculation. Who was siding with whom? Were alliances shifting behind the scenes? Every receipt added another layer to a drama that already seemed impossible to follow. And just when the tension seemed unbearable, a new twist arrived. A supposed voicemail clip leaked online. Fans claimed it was from the widow, leaving a message that sounded surprisingly aggressive. "I don't care what anyone says. I decide how this story is told," the voice allegedly said. Of course, skeptics quickly questioned its authenticity, But that didn't stop the clip from going viral. Thousands of reactions poured in, from outraged messages to conspiracy theories, each one fanning the flames even higher. The comment sections were a goldmine for drama addicts. As fans created threads analyzing the tone, inflection, and possible targets of the voicemail, the chaos didn't just exist online. According to alleged sources, family gatherings became tense battlegrounds. One insider, who asked to remain anonymous, claimed every time the family met, there were arguments. People were walking out mid-conversation. It was like a reality show in real life. Fans ate up the narrative, imagining the emotional confrontations, secret alliances, and whispered threats behind closed doors. It was exactly the kind of mess that keeps viewers glued to screens. And share counts soaring. And if you thought couldn't escalate further, hold on. The alleged financial drama entered the mix. Rumors began circulating that the widow had allegedly made decisions regarding Charlie Kirk's estate that some family members felt were unfair. Screenshots of supposed emails discussing investments. Social appearances and media engagements added even more fuel to the fire. Fans speculated endlessly. Was she manipulating finances for personal gain? Was she acting in the family's best interest? The ambiguity created endless conversation threads, viral TikToks, and heated debates across every platform. By now, the story had taken on a life of its own. Every new screenshot, voicemail, or insider tip was treated as breaking news. YouTube comment sections became investigative forums. Reddit threads turned into amateur detective networks, and Twitter was flooded with fan theories and viral hashtags. Hashtag Widowgate, hashtag Charlie Kirk drama, and hashtag Joe Rogan exposes dominated trends, keeping the scandal alive and evolving. The twists kept coming faster than anyone could process, and every new development seemed bigger, messier, and more shocking than the last. And more shocking than the last. And just when it felt like there couldn't possibly be more, another bombshell emerged, an alleged anonymous interview with a former close friend of the widow. The friend claimed that the widow had intentionally leaked certain TVs to manipulate public perception while simultaneously portraying herself as a grieving widow. Fans went wild, dissecting every word, trying to determine if this was the final piece of the puzzle or just another twist in an ever-expanding narrative. The story now had all the hallmarks of a reality TV saga: betrayal, secret messages, alleged manipulation, and a social media frenzy that showed no signs of stopping. Fans were left in total suspense. The alleged receipts, screenshots, Deems videos, and voicemails had created a tangled web of intrigue, leaving social media buzzing with speculation. Every new post added layers of drama, and the audience was desperate for the next revelation. What would happen next? Could the widow respond? Would more insiders leak even juicier content? One thing was clear: the story wasn't slowing down. And the internet couldn't get enough. Just when fans thought the story couldn't get any more explosive. Dropped like a bomb on social media, sending shockwaves across every platform. Overnight, more screenshots, alleged videos, and supposed insider statements flooded the internet, leaving viewers in absolute disbelief. The narrative had now taken on a life of its own. And every new reveal seemed bigger, messier, and more dramatic than the last. Fans were glued to their screens, dissecting each post, screenshot, and leaked message like it was a real-life detective case. And the craziest part? Nobody could predict which twist would come next. The latest scandalous revelation started with what appeared to be a leaked phone recording. A Twitter user claiming to have direct access to the family circle posted an audio clip of a conversation allegedly between Charlie Kirk's widow and one of her closest allies. In the recording, the widow allegedly says, "I control the narrative, and anyone who gets in my way will regret it." The clip quickly went viral, sparking endless speculation. Fans were dissecting every pause, every inflection, and every word. Could this be proof of manipulative behavior? Or was it taken out of context? As usual, the internet was split, with some defending her, others calling her the worst person in the saga, and nearly everyone demanding more receipts. Shortly after, a so-called insider screenshot surfaced on Reddit, allegedly showing a conversation between the widow and a family attorney. The messages hinted at controlling access to Charlie Kirk's estate, deciding who could speak publicly, and monitoring social media narratives. Fans immediately created side-by-side comparisons with previous leaks, claiming to see a clear pattern of manipulation. Some Reddit users even made elaborate timelines mapping every DM voicemail, an alleged private conversation to expose a supposed master plan. Of course, skeptics warned that screenshots could be doctored. But in true reality TV fashion, that only made the story more tantalizing. Every post fueled the speculation and kept the fire alive, and then came the alleged physical receipts that had fans losing their minds. Photos began circulating of what some claimed were private letters, handwritten notes allegedly from the widow, detailing plans to influence public perception of the family. Social media exploded. YouTube commentators uploaded reaction videos, breaking down every line, every scribble, and every signature. TikTok users created threads analyzing handwriting and phrasing, as if forensic analysis could finally expose the truth. Hashtags like #WidowGate, #CharlieKirkDrama, and #Joe Rogan Exposes were trending worldwide, dominating every conversation for hours. The story had officially entered a full-blown reality TV frenzy. Fans weren't just watching, they were participating. Heated comment threads erupted across Twitter, Reddit, and YouTube. One viral Twitter debate asked, "If these receipts are real, what does this say about her character?" Another responded, "It's terrifying how she's allegedly manipulating everything behind the scenes." Some defended her, claiming that Joe Rogan and the online crowd were jumping to conclusions for clicks. But the majority seemed convinced that a massive scandal was unfolding. The story had become a collective obsession, with every new post prompting screenshots, reposts, and endless speculation. But the twists didn't stop there. An alleged leaked video clip surfaced on a fan YouTube channel, showing what appeared to be the widow confronting a family associate at a private event. The video was shaky and poorly lit, but viewers claimed they could hear her saying, "Nobody talks about me behind my back." Or else, fans immediately went into overdrive, pausing the video, creating GIFs, and posting reaction threads across multiple platforms. Some argued this was undeniable proof of controlling and manipulative behavior. Others insisted it could be staged or taken out of context. Either way, the drama had reached fever pitch. Then came another bombshell: alleged emails between the widow and a publicist leaked online. According to screenshots shared on Instagram and Twitter, she allegedly instructed the publicist on how to manage press coverage, who to allow interviews with, and how to spin narratives in her favor. Fans analyzed every sentence, claiming that phrases like "keep them quiet" and "control the message" indicated a calculated, almost cinematic manipulation of events. Comment sections erupted with speculation. Was she orchestrating a media coup? Was Joe Rogan justified in exposing her behavior? The tension online was palpable, with thousands of users debating day and night, as if that wasn't enough. A new social media twist emerged when an anonymous TikTok user claimed to have attended a private memorial gathering. According to the post, the widow allegedly interrogated guests about their loyalty to Charlie's memory and questioned whether anyone could be trusted with sensitive information. Fans immediately cross-referenced this with previous leaks, creating elaborate threads that read like reality TV episode recaps. The story had become a full-blown, fan-driven investigation, with each episode more sensational than the last. And then, a bombshell landed that left fans gasping: a supposed voicemail allegedly from a family member, leaked online, claiming the widow had tried to intimidate them into silence. The clip, uploaded to Twitter and TikTok, had thousands of shares within hours. Fans were pausing, replaying, and analyzing every word. This confirms the pattern. One viral comment read, "She's manipulating everyone around her." Another said, "Joe Rogan was holding back. This is just the beginning." The drama had officially reached an almost cinematic level, with every twist feeling bigger than the last. Social media was no longer just a platform. It had become a full-blown stage for the saga. Fans turned into amateur detectives, dissecting timelines, analyzing videos, screenshots, and DMs. Hashtags exploded into the millions. Every post, comment, and screenshot became potential evidence in a scandal that seemed to have no end. It wasn't just gossip anymore. It was a serialized drama, with the internet acting as both audience and investigator. But here comes the kicker. The twist that made even the most seasoned drama watchers gasp. A supposed insider revealed a previously unknown private group chat involving the widow, close friends, and a political influencer. According to screenshots shared online, the group was allegedly coordinating messages, posts, and media appearances to control public perception. Fans went wild, dissecting timestamps, usernames, and emojis, as if each detail could expose a hidden agenda. The revelation left social media in flames, sparking endless threads, reaction videos, and TikToks analyzing every possible angle. And just when you thought it couldn't escalate further, a bombshell report came from a YouTube channel claiming they had obtained audio of the widow, allegedly criticizing Joe Rogan himself. According to the upload, she allegedly said, "He thinks he can expose me. Let him try. I control everything now." Fans immediately speculated on what this could mean. Was she plotting retaliation? Was this more evidence of manipulative behavior? The intrigue reached fever pitch, leaving audiences desperate for the next episode in this unfolding saga. The story had fully transformed into a reality TV spectacle. Leaked messages, alleged videos, insider tips, fan theories, viral hashtags, and social media chaos combined into a dramatic, serialized narrative that kept viewers on the edge of their seats. Every new reveal seemed bigger and messier than the last, and the audience was completely hooked. And just when it felt like the story had peaked, another anonymous source claimed to have the ultimate receipt, promising to expose secrets that could completely shift the narrative yet again. Fans were holding their breath. Reddit threads exploded, comment sections flooded, and YouTube creators scrambled to cover what was being called the most shocking twist yet. The suspense was unbearable, and it was clear the saga was far from over. Scandalous saga exploded across social media like wildfire, taking the drama to heights that no one could have predicted. By now, fans were hooked, dissecting every leaked DM, alleged screenshot, and supposed insider statement. Every post seemed to contradict the last, creating a labyrinth of gossip, speculation, and alleged manipulation that kept audiences on the edge of their seats. The tension was palpable, the intrigue relentless, and every new twist only added more chaos. The latest bombshell began with what appeared to be a leaked private text conversation between the widow and a former close friend of Charlie Kirk. According to screenshots circulating on Twitter and Reddit, she allegedly tried to convince this friend to publicly defend her actions, while simultaneously discrediting family members who disagreed. Fans immediately analyzed timestamps, emojis, and the phrasing of every line. "Look at how carefully she's orchestrating this," one viral Twitter post read. "This is a masterclass in manipulation." Others argued the screenshots were clearly fake, but in true reality TV fashion, that only fueled the fire. Then came another twist that left social media in absolute chaos. a supposed video recording of the widow at a private family gathering. The footage, grainy and partially obscured, allegedly showed her confronting relatives, demanding loyalty, and insisting on controlling who could speak publicly about Charlie. Fans began frame-by-frame analysis, turning the clip into a viral sensation. YouTube commentators uploaded reaction videos, dissecting her tone, body language, and gestures. TikTok users recreated the scene in short dramatizations, while Twitter hashtags like #Widowgate and #CharlieKirkDrama trended worldwide. The story had officially become a social media phenomenon. Meanwhile, Joe Rogan's influence on the unfolding saga grew stronger. Alleged clips from his podcast were shared endlessly, with fans dissecting every pause, every sigh, and every carefully chosen word. In one clip, he allegedly hinted that the widow's behavior had deeply affected the family, adding fuel to the already blazing speculation. Memes, reaction videos, and fan theories flooded the internet. Joe was hinting at a bigger secret. One viral tweet read, "And I think we're all about to find out what it is." Social media had become a digital courtroom, with every clip serving as potential evidence, as if that weren't enough. A new leak emerged, an alleged private voicemail from a family member claiming the widow had tried to manipulate press coverage. The clip was quickly reposted across TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram, with fans analyzing tone, choice of words, and even background noise. Some claimed it confirmed the widow's manipulative tactics, while others insisted it could be doctored. Regardless, the clip sparked an avalanche of content, from reaction videos to deep-dive Reddit threads reconstructing timelines and alleged conversations. Fans were completely obsessed, sharing theories, screenshots, and supposed insider information at lightning speed. The chaos escalated further when an anonymous TikTok user claimed to have attended a private memorial event, alleging that the widow publicly questioned guests' loyalty and controlled access to certain family members. The post went viral within hours, with users analyzing every detail, questioning who was present, and speculating on motives. This is exactly why people are calling her the most manipulative person in this saga. One viral comment read, another replied, "Joe Rogan didn't even scratch the surface. This is just the tip of the iceberg." The frenzy was unstoppable, with every reveal feeding into a growing cycle of speculation, outrage, and fascination. Then came what many fans call the ultimate twist. A supposed email leak allegedly showing the widow coordinating with a prominent influencer to manage public perception. Screenshots claimed she instructed the influencer on what to post, who to respond to, and which narratives to push. Social media exploded. YouTube reaction videos analyzed the emails line by line, while Reddit threads attempted to map the supposed connections between the widow, influencers, and media outlets. Every fan theory seemed crazier than the last, and engagement across platforms skyrocketed. #controlled the narrative and #widow drama dominated trends, leaving audiences desperate for more. But the story wasn't done yet. Alleged screenshots from a private family chat revealed intense arguments about estate management, public appearances, and who could speak to the press. Some lines suggested that family members were actively refusing to engage with the widow, creating dramatic rifts that fans devoured like a reality TV spectacle. Twitter users created timelines, piecing together events with timestamps and cross-referencing previous leaks. The result? A sprawling, tangled narrative that felt like a full-blown soap opera, unfolding in real time across social media platforms. As the tension reached a fever pitch, another bombshell emerged, a supposed video of the widow allegedly confronting a family associate in private. The grainy clip, accompanied by a viral TikTok explanation, showed her supposedly threatening to control the narrative and silence dissenting voices. Fans immediately dissected the video, noting body language, tone, and possible hidden messages. The clip sparked hundreds of reaction videos, meme compilations, and Twitter threads speculating on her motives. Some fans defended her, but the majority treated it as proof of manipulation, further cementing the narrative of chaos and intrigue. Then, a supposed voicemail from a close family member surfaced online, claiming the widow attempted to intimidate them into silence. Fans replayed the clip endlessly, analyzing every inflection, pause, and word choice. "She's controlling everything behind the scenes," one viral tweet read. Another said, "Joe Rogan's warnings were only the beginning. This is way bigger than we thought." Social media became a digital courtroom, with every clip, screenshot, and message treated as evidence in an unfolding saga that blurred the line between reality and entertainment. The twists continued with a shocking allegation. The widow supposedly leaked certain Ms. herself to frame others, creating a narrative that positioned her as the victim while discrediting family members. Fans went wild, dissecting timelines, cross-referencing previous leaks, and posting reaction videos. TikTok creators dramatized the alleged interactions, turning them into short, shareable clips that went viral. YouTube comment sections exploded, with thousands of fans theorizing about motives, alliances, and hidden agendas. The story had evolved into a serialized, fan-driven drama that seemed impossible to pause. And just when it seemed impossible for the saga to escalate further, a final twist hit. An anonymous insider promised to release the ultimate receipt, claiming it could completely reshape the narrative. Fans held their breath. Reddit threads exploded, comment sections flooded, and YouTube creators scrambled to speculate about what this ultimate receipt could reveal. Could it finally expose the widow's true motives? Would Joe Rogan respond? Or was this just another layer of drama in an endless saga? The suspense was unbearable, leaving audiences desperate for the next episode. The story had become a fully realized reality TV-style scandal. Leaked messages, alleged videos, insider tips, viral hashtags, fan theories, and social media chaos combined into a dramatic narrative that kept viewers glued to their screens. Every new reveal seemed bigger and messier than the last, and the audience was completely hooked. Social media had become both stage and courtroom, with fans eagerly dissecting every detail, creating content, and feeding the ever-growing frenzy. And just as everyone thought it couldn't possibly get any worse, the promise of the ultimate receipt left a lingering cliffhanger. Fans were left wondering what could be revealed next. Was the widow really as manipulative as alleged? Would Joe Rogan step in with new commentary? The suspense was unbearable, the speculation relentless, and one thing was clear: the saga was far from over. Social media, fan theories, and alleged insider revelations would continue to fuel this story for weeks, leaving audiences desperate for the next twist in a drama that showed no signs of slowing down. And there you have it, folks, a whirlwind of leaked messages, alleged videos, insider accounts, and social media chaos that has left fans around the world in absolute shock. From secret nibs to alleged voicemail threats, from viral TikTok recreations to explosive Joe Rogan commentary, the saga has been nothing short of a reality TV spectacle come to life. The widow's alleged actions have sparked debates, divided families, and set the internet on fire, with hashtags like #Widowgate and #CharlieKirkDrama trending for days. But the biggest question remains: what is really going on behind the scenes? Fans are still dissecting every frame, every message, every alleged receipt. Twitter threads are ablaze, Reddit users are mapping timelines, and YouTube reaction videos continue to rack up millions of views. The story has become a full-blown digital courtroom, and you, the audience, are part of the investigation. The twists, the lies, and the shocking revelations have left everyone wondering: is she truly as manipulative as alleged? Or is this another layer of media chaos designed to keep us hooked? Now, it's your turn. What do you believe? Did the widow orchestrate all this chaos, or is the story being blown out of proportion for views? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We need to hear from you. Share your theories, post your favorite moments, and let's break this story down together. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because this saga is far from over. Every twist, every screenshot, every alleged leak could bring a shocking new chapter. You won't want to miss what happens next, so stay tuned, stay alert, and keep your notifications on, because the next reveal could change everything we think we know about this scandal. The internet is watching, the fans are furious, and the drama is just getting started.